Caught my partner of 8 years in a hotel room with former coworker at 2:30 a.m. Break up, or do we try to repair and move forward? I need your help. My partner, who I will call Amanda, and I have been in an 8-year relationship. We have lived together for 4 years and we've had a few ups and downs, but nothing comparable to what happened last night. Amanda recently took a new job that required her to travel 50% of the time. She usually accomplished her travels every couple of weeks depending on the needs of her employer. We talked extensively about her taking this new role before she agreed to make sure it wouldn't affect our relationship. I disagreed with her that this was the right choice given the amount of travel it required. However, I wanted to be a supportive partner and let her choose what she believed to be best for her career. This past Sunday she flew to another city to begin her on-site, and a former client from a past employer happened to be in the same city. We'll call him Mike, 46M/married/wife/kids. Mike and Amanda have extensive history remotely working together through COVID on various projects. However, they never met in person. Amanda told me she was thinking about grabbing drinks with Mike and if I would be okay with that. I told her that I trust her and that I was fine with it. She has never previously given me any reason not to trust her. Later that day Amanda told me she was tired and thinking about canceling. I encouraged her to go have dinner and drinks, catch up, and that it is always good to network in her industry. She reluctantly agreed and said she would call me when she got back to the hotel. The next morning Amanda had an important presentation, so I fully expected her to be back in her room at a reasonable time. Both of us have the Find Friends iOS feature enabled in our phones so we can track one another throughout our travels. I was able to see what was going on. Here is how it started. 10:05 p.m., she sent me a text saying they just finished dinner and were going to grab a quick drink, and that she would call me in a little bit. We exchanged several texts during this time frame and everything seemed normal. Midnight, I texted her and told her that I was getting tired and I was going to bed. I hope she is having a good time, and to text me when she got back to the hotel. She responded right away that she would. 1:15 a.m., I had trouble sleeping as I was concerned for Amanda's well-being. I texted her stating that she will be very tired tomorrow in hopes of generating a reply from her. No response. At this point I can tell via Find Friends they are still at the original bar. 1:25 a.m., I texted Amanda asking if she was okay, and that I am starting to get concerned. No response. 1:28 a.m., I called Amanda and she picked up, sounded intoxicated, said they were finishing their last drink and calling it a night. I somewhat felt relieved, but I was also concerned given the way she sounded over the phone. Sometime between 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m., I can tell that Amanda starts moving in a vehicle. I assumed she was going back to her hotel, which she was not. She had notifications enabled to let me know anytime she orders a rideshare. However, this time I did not get a notification. I presume that she was in a rideshare that Mike ordered. 2:21 a.m., Amanda and Mike arrive at his hotel. Amanda's hotel was 10 minutes from the bar they were at, Mike's was 20 minutes away. Amanda had to drive past her hotel to get to Mike's hotel. I tried calling her multiple times at 2:30 a.m. No answer. Based on the layout of the hotel, I can tell that they went to his room. 2:39 a.m., I get through to the hotel operator and after about 3 minutes I am connected to his room. The phone to his room rings once and then it goes to voicemail. 2:42 a.m., as the voicemail starts playing, she calls me back and asks if everything is okay. This is where we get into an argument. I told her I was okay with her grabbing drinks with a former coworker, but I am having trouble understanding how she thought it was appropriate to go back to his hotel room at 2:30 a.m. This is where the lying starts. Amanda told me the following. We went back to Mike's hotel to grab one last drink before ending the night. This was a lie, as I verified that the hotel bar closed at 10 p.m. and made her aware of this. Then she lied and said they were just hanging out in the lobby. Immediately after she stated this, I pressed the FaceTime button on my phone to get her on video. A bunch of commotion ensued in the background. I heard her whisper something, can't confirm what she said, and I heard a door slam in the background. She accepted FaceTime when she was in the hallway and passionately denied ever being in his room. I asked her to show me the background of where she was. It wasn't the lobby, it was a typical hallway found in hotels. She was also hesitant to show me and pretended as if she was having trouble turning the camera around. Fortunately, I have video evidence of all this as I hit screen record on my phone. The waterworks started and she swore on everybody's grave that she wasn't in his room and that she would never cheat on me and that they were hanging out in the lobby. After multiple phone calls, I saw Amanda moving through the hotel and to the lobby and getting into a ride share. She was on her way back to her hotel. I told her we were going to have a long conversation when she was sober. She didn't get back to her room until 3:20 a.m. This morning, the phone calls and texts started very early. I barely got any sleep given everything that's happened, 3 hours at most, and most of that was tossing and turning. I gave her another opportunity to be truthful with me. I told her I had a time frame of everything that ensued along with screenshots and that this was her last chance to tell me the truth. She admitted to being in Mike's room. She thought of every possible excuse to be there, getting career advice, comparing hotel rooms. She just wanted to drop him off, and then she said she just had to use the bathroom. She was in his room for approximately 20 to 30 minutes before I got her on the phone. She said they were just standing in the hallway in his room and talking. When I suggested why she couldn't have used the bathroom in the lobby, Amanda mentioned that they were walking and in the middle of a conversation. I asked Amanda why she had initially lied to me about being in his room the night prior when she was intoxicated. Amanda said she knew I would have been very upset and angry had she admitted to that. I reminded her that she swore on everybody's grave the night prior that she wasn't in there and that I think she is lying to me now about what went on last night. She has been calling, texting, apologizing profusely, admitting she made a mistake. She understands what this looks like, but she swears nothing happening, that she would never do anything to hurt me or our relationship, and she continues to state how much she loves me. Through a different iOS device in the house, I saw a text come through from Mike apologizing if her dropping him off created any issues. She responded that she apologized for the drama and that her partner, me, got the wrong impression, and he responded again apologizing for any drama that may have been caused as a result of them hanging out. I am having trouble believing this to be a truthful exchange, more so diversionary, as she probably expects, and already offered, for me to look over her texts when she gets home. She doesn't know that I saw these messages. No other texts or phone calls have been exchanged. She canceled her work obligations and is on her way home. She continues to say our relationship is her number one priority and that she is coming home to be with me given how upset I am. One of us is going to be staying with friends. We are not going to be under the same roof tonight. Reddit, I'm in shock and I need your help. Am I off base here and overreacting? Do I give her the benefit of the doubt and try to repair and move forward? Do I have every right to be angry and end what was a good 8-year relationship over the events that transpired the last 24 hours? If I can find her number, should I reach out to Mike's wife and let her know what happened? Comment. You're not overreacting at all. The fact you're so didn't come clean about what was going on is a huge breach of trust over and above what appears to be infidelity. Whether you want or even can patch it up is a personal choice you have to make. I would suggest you don't spend the rest of your life with someone you can no longer trust, but you are not overreacting. She's clearly lying. I'd be concerned that this is a continuation from their prior working together. You can hear her out, but she's going to continue to lie. Check your phone bill and router and look for prior contact. Definitely contact his wife. She has the same right to know and make her own decisions. People make lifelong decisions believing they are in safe relationships, like having children, buying property, and career decisions. He could be exposing her to STDs. In fact, if I were you, I'd also get tested. It's never the only time. Adults don't go to hotel rooms together at 2:30 to talk. If she were dropping him off as the texts indicate, she would have stayed in the car and taken it back to her own hotel room. People don't lie unless there is something to hide. She wouldn't turn on FaceTime because she was probably busy getting dressed and he still wasn't. Please don't be fooled by the tears and fake concern for your relationship. She wasn't concerned when she went back to a hotel room with another man. She wasn't concerned when she didn't answer your phone call while she was in his bed. Unless they were talking so loud she couldn't hear you calling the first time. She wasn't concerned until she realized she was caught. It's up to you how you want to proceed. Will you be able to trust her when she continues to travel for work? What about the next time they work together out of town? No, you're not overreacting. You caught her clearly lying and you may not have the full truth as it is now. She put an 8-year relationship on the line with her actions. Of course you can be upset, angry, devastated, etc. You can end your relationship for any time for any reason. This would be one of them. But give yourself some time to think on this. Don't involve Mike's wife quite yet. If you do choose to work through this, I think a very important factor will be your partner being brutally honest with herself and figuring out why she did what she did. Don't gloss over it as a mistake.